We are back on another episode of Full-Time Creator Breaks Down Creative TikToks to see what these other creative philosophers have to say about content, modern content creation, being a modern content creator, all that sort of stuff. Hey creators, Aimon here. This is where I help you unlock your dream creative life. Let's get straight into it.
So I'll say it again, you got to stop the doom scroll, okay? You've got to set up habits that support your creativity rather than drain you. And taking control of your time is a really big part of that. And while there are so many different habits under that umbrella, I want you to try and implement one, which is setting up app limits. I did this years ago.
The problem is app limits don't work because you can immediately just go bang and turn them off. And your brain thinks it's smarter than you are. I love what she's saying, though. Let's see what else she has to say there.
And I've only been doing it for the past 6 weeks now, but it has been so damn helpful with being more intentional of how you spend your time and how much content you consume. So super easy to do. Go into settings, type in app limits. You can set them for as long as you want. I have Instagram and TikTok set to 45 minutes each.
That's still a lot.
When I started doing this, I ran into a really big issue, and I want to share this with you now so you don't make the same mistake.
This could be it.
So you can actually build the habit
Tell us.
Support you rather than let it slip.
Tell us.
And just go back to your old ways. So for me, what I did is once my time was up, you get the notification that says your time is up. You can either dismiss and keep on scrolling, or you jump off the platform and both of the apps are blacked out. If you do make the call to dismiss the notification, you have an option for 1 more minute, 15 more minutes, or indefinitely, or for the rest of the day. If you choose the 1 minute option, that's obviously going to go pretty quick. If you choose the 15-minute option, but find you're jumping off the app before you get the new notification being like, all right, 15 minutes is up, jump off the app. Stay on the app for the whole.
Anyway, the core idea of this is actually phenomenal, right? So I deleted TikTok a few days ago and Reddit, and it's tough. Your mind will nag you to get back on that train and start watching content and mindlessly scrolling, but it sucks the life out of you, let me tell you, especially if you're creative, right? I've made 4 videos today and done so many other creative things just because I'm like, I want to scroll. No, I can't do that. And that's not to say you have to be this weird Nazi person, okay? I'm going to watch some TV after this because it's Sunday afternoon. I'm chilling. I got my cup of tea, right? I've been to the gym. I've done all my stuff, okay? I'm going to be chilling, right? But that's different time, okay? And it's not doom scrolling. It's I'm taking in a slow TV show. I'm watching Breaking Bad again, by the way. Oh my God, it's so good. And so yeah, the core idea of this is actually insane. And if you are feeling a little bit tired, a little bit exhausted, a little bit overwhelmed, any of that sort of stuff, a little bit depressed, I guarantee you give this a shot. Remove your doom scrolling and it will change your existence. Not only as a creator, but as a person, but also it will unlock creativity. So good job, girl.
Here are 3 daily habits to live a more creative life. First step is morning pages. It's a free-form journaling exercise where you fill out 3 pages every single morning. It's from The Artist's Way by Julia.
That's a good book. It's a good book.
This is the practice that I'm still doing to this day. Sometimes I don't do the full 3 pages, I'll do 2. But during this practice, there is no prompt. In fact, she recommends that we stay away from prompts or going in with some sort of goal or expectation. Instead, treat this as a space for you to jot down.
I love it. I'm just jamming out to the music in between, I'm not even listening to them. It's just you're taking a little bit long to communicate the idea. But yeah, morning pages, for sure, if that works for you. That's the biggest thing. It's people recommend you must do this habit or whatever, and it's she's just saying this worked for her, and that's great. But it's worth testing out for sure. But if it works for you, because that, just having my morning routine's pretty dialed in, right? If I was had to implement that somewhere, it would make me so mad. So let's see one more what she has to say.
Every single thought or word that's coming across without judgment. I have my morning pages journal here. Really, it's a tool to take notice of the flow of your thoughts in the morning and also try to understand.
All right, you bored me.
If you're a creative person, you need to hear this. We don't have all that many interests. When you go to the grocery store, you buy 12 or 22 or so things, and you buy the same things every time.
So
you
serious.
New fruit in the produce department and call yourself a person who likes to try new things. But the actual foods that make up your diet could be listed on 10 fingers. This is the same thing that happens with our creative habits. Stop torturing yourself by thinking you are a person with diverse interests who could never be limited to a niche. You are already limited because you're not that interesting. Maybe you practice alligator hypnosis, can strawberries, make your own furniture, and talk about the stock market. That seems like a lot, but it's really not, and I totally watch that. You can sit around all day and think about what a complicated artist you are if you like, but it won't get you where you want to go. Stop worrying about how many things you do and start doing them a lot. You will find your voice and create your niche.
Okay, he's pretty serious about it, but that just could be who he is. But yeah, definitely agree on this one. Like I've had, surely like 10 or 15 different creative projects. And I swear to you, if on the first one, I just went hard on that forever and ignored everything else, I would be, awfully rich. But I haven't, because that's, as a creative people, usually have some attention disorder, usually have some kind of neurodivergence. And so we're a little bit all over the place. We want to do a bunch of million different things, right? And that's really cool. And, it depends, like if you are the type of person that wants to do a bunch of things and you're happy to do that, or if you want to get dialed in, because it's kind of going a little bit against your nature. But, in this day and age, it's a smart thing to do because capitalism doesn't really reward creativity for being all over the place, as you've probably figured out by now. But, that does make a lot of sense. And I like the analogy at the start there. But yeah, if you haven't figured out your niche yet, just make a bunch of things in a bunch of different, with things you like. One might gain some traction. Just lean into that harder, It's just like, niching is definitely important. Obviously, that's what I'm doing on the channel. It's like it's just talking to modern creators, right? Because that's what we're at. We're out here struggling every day. It's rough out here. So any of this advice that is actually helpful, hopefully it's helpful for you as well. Can I call you Rose? All right, this is just like, this is not a piece of camera, but we can analyze it anyway. Pick up an instrument, play something for 10 minutes a day, open your computer, produce something for 10 minutes a day, open my notebook, sing a song, write 5-10 minutes per day. So this person obviously creates music. I create music as well. And the core idea she's communicating here is just show up every single day and with a small amount. And that's the core idea of, Atomic Habits by James Clear, which is great. It's like, instead of being like, I'm going to go to the gym and work out for 4 hours, just like, I'm going to put my shoes on and walk in the direction of the gym, see what happens. And honestly, the times when I do that in a creative context, when I'm like, don't really feel like it, where I'm tired and all the excuses your mind makes up, if I just open Ableton, my music production software, start mucking around, sometimes you blink and an hour and a half later, you've got a song that you're insanely proud of. So just show up every single day. And that's part of it, is that it's just like creativity, it flows through you. So if you just show up every day, sometimes, on the days you don't show up, magic could have, wow, am I seizing up? Call someone, help. Magic could have flown. I'm saying flew through you that day, but it might not have, So show up is what she's saying. That's great. I love that. Very simple. All right, last one.
Boost your creativity
with these 4 easy activities. Number 1, meditation.
To rest your body, you need to rest your mind. Number 2, reading. Reading shows you new perspectives and helps you gather new ideas. Number 3, walking. When in motion, blood flows to both sides of your brain, which will help you connect ideas. Number 4, journaling. Writing down your thoughts.
All right, I was kind of teasing him at the start there, but I totally didn't mean to tease him there. Yeah, walking is so huge for me. The amount of ideas that I have on walks are crazy. Like if I get a chance, every single day I'll go for a 45-minute walk. I have a nice big loop and I think of different little loops in my area. Sometimes I dip into nature, so that's great. Meditation, obviously, yeah, huge, because it allows you to really see your thoughts for what they are, which is fantastic. Journaling, again, I'm against it. I don't love it because I do video journaling. I just make content, right? And then my thoughts and my ideas get put out through that, right? What was the second one he said? What did he say? Reading. Oh, reading's huge as well. Yeah, no, I definitely love reading. And I'm pretty much always reading a nonfiction book. So, I'm sorry that I was teasing this guy at the start here. His lighting setup, it's quite nice. And he's got some good tips. Oh, someone in the comments says number 5, eat healthy. That's huge. Yeah, it's probably not another one you'd think to do to actually keep you creative. But if you're healthy, you're no doubt going to create better content as well. Anyway, let me know if you have any thoughts on this and I'll see you in the next episode.